Hey everybody, welcome back to Sustainability Sunday. We are here talking about transportation. It's the #1 source of emissions here in the US, as well as in Colorado. The vast majority of those emissions do still come from the light duty vehicles that you and I take to the ski area and to the grocery store every day. So we've got a ton of stuff up our sleeve to help ourselves use a little bit less fuel and have a bit more transportation related emissions, but also tons of things that you as a skier and rider and A-Basin guest can do as well. So let's learn a little bit more. So public transportation is one great way to limit those transportation emissions from your trips up to the mountain. And for us in this area, one great option is the Snowstang, which is a bus system that comes from the Denver area up to a number of ski area destinations, including A-Basin, of course, on weekends and holidays, starting this weekend all the way through until May. They've got convenient pickups at downtown, the Federal Center, and the dyno lots, and have a really consistent schedule and a really relaxing way to get you and your friends to and from the ski area next time you visit. So we all know how much of an impact our own personal vehicles can have when it comes to transportation emissions here in Colorado. So here at A-Basin, we're doing our best to encourage carpooling in everything that we do. So as you know from last year, here in the early riser parking lot, we will be charging $20 to park down there on weekends and holidays this season, unless you are a carpooler, which to us means having 3 or more people in your vehicle. We also work with a number of great partners that can help you find those carpoolers out there for your next trip to the basin. TreadShare being one that we work with all the time. They are a great app-based program that simply connects you with another person who shares a destination and helps you all split up the cost of the fuel and the other costs of that drive. We also do waive that fee if you're taking your electric vehicle here and using our charging station. So here we are down by our EV chargers. You know, this is a place we'll talk about a bit more over the season as we dive a bit more into our overall carbon neutrality goal. Now that we've achieved 100% renewable electricity, electrifying our own fleet will be a major focus of ours. But in the meantime, it's also a huge thing that all of you folks can do and a great way to get involved with our sustainability program this season and a great way to ski and ride a little bit more sustainably this year. But down here in the front row of the early riser parking lot, pretty much prime real estate, we've got our 5 ChargePoint level 2 chargers. So we got 10 overall ports here, 10 parking spots for EV charging. Chargers like these are gonna get you about 20 to 30 miles per hour of charging. So it's a really perfect place where if you're coming up from the Front Range, let's just say, here for a morning of skiing, you'll be able to top those batteries off for your return trip home, no problem. The electricity from these stations is free for A-Basin pass holders. There is a bit of a process to get that set up and to connect your account through ChargePoint. But if you're a pass holder, you'll see emails about that and you'll have all kinds of opportunities to connect and get some of that free charging. There is an overstay fee that kicks in after 4 hours, and that just allows other folks to come in behind you and plug in and enjoy their day of skiing or riding. So these things are a huge hit. Last year, we had just under 3,000 individual charging sessions, which basically means 3,000 trips to A-Basin that were not made fueled by gasoline. That's a huge win for us. That equates to the carbon savings of planting about 500 trees and growing them for about 10 years. So again, a huge environmental win there. And yet another reason why we're just here to encourage you, if you have an EV at home, to take it up to the ski area next time you come to visit. And if you're local, there's also a great public transportation option for you. The Summit Stage is Summit County's free bus system. It picks up and drops off at all of the popular community hubs out here in Summit County. And the Swan Mountain Flyer is the route that would get you to and from A-Basin. Runs 7 days a week on the hour from now until May. And you know, last year we had about 10 riders on the bus per hour, a slow uptick from our obvious decline during COVID. But this year, let's see if we can get that up to 15. So we will see you next time getting off or getting on the bus here at A-Basin. Thanks again.